Kim made her way into their family organization, determined not to back down. She had come too far to give up now. The damage was already done, and there was no turning back. As she entered her father's office, she immediately noticed his displeasure. Without hesitation, he asked why she had come, reminding her that he had made it clear she was not welcome. Standing before him, she stated that she was his daughter and that it was unfair for him to let her suffer as she was. Her father looked at her firmly, his expression cold. He declared that he did not have a daughter who was not smart enough to understand how the game worked. He reminded her that he had given her countless opportunities, yet she had squandered them. He even admitted to sabotaging Tech Bloom's deals for her benefit, only for her to ruin everything at the last minute. Kim, unwavering, insisted that she was still trying and that she would not give up. Desperate, she pleaded for his help, asking for money since all her accounts had been blocked, leaving her with nowhere to stay and no food. Her father stood up, walked toward her, and looked her in the eyes. He told her that enduring hardship would teach her a lesson, making her understand the importance of power, because without power, she was nothing. Tears welled up in Kim's eyes as she asked if she was truly his daughter. She pointed out that he treated people unrelated to him better than he treated her. She had spent her entire life trying to measure up to his expectations, yearning for his approval. Moving closer, she begged him to show her mercy, insisting she needed only a small amount to survive for a few days. Unmoved, her father coldly replied that blood relations meant nothing to him. What mattered was what people could offer him. He told her to be smart, to find ways to survive, and to learn how the game worked. With that, he sat back down and continued with his work, ignoring her. Kim stood there for a moment before walking out. As she exited, she bumped into Wuben, who had been standing by the door, listening to their conversation. She looked at him briefly before walking away. Wuben then entered Kim's father's office, greeted him, and congratulated him on his new position as CEO. With a smile, he remarked that it was always good to see young people thriving. Kim's father, pleased by the compliment, thanked him. Wuben wasted no time in stating the real reason for his visit. He had come personally to terminate every deal between their organizations. Kim's father, alarmed, questioned the decision, emphasizing the strong relationship they had built. Wuben responded that trust was essential in business, and their organization could not trust someone who had sabotaged Tech Bloom. He added that they were carefully filtering their business relationships, and Kim's father's organization was not one they wanted to work with. Before Kim's father could respond, Wuben stood up, informing him that they would proceed with the necessary paperwork and compensate for any damages. As he turned to leave, he paused, looked back, and advised Kim's father to treat his daughter with more kindness. He warned that excessive pressure on children often created monsters. With that, he walked out, leaving Kim's father furious at the damage Kim had caused him. Outside, Kim stood trying to make a few calls. Wuben approached her, and she immediately put her phone away. She asked what he wanted and told him to leave her alone. Wuben took out his wallet, pulled out some money, and handed it to her. Kim looked at the money and let out a small laugh before accusing him of mocking her. She believed he was secretly enjoying her downfall. Wuben, unfazed, told her that while he disliked her and the things she had done, he was simply acting as a decent human being helping another human. Kim shoved the money away, declaring that even if he were the last person on earth who could help her, she would rather die than accept his assistance. She blamed him and his friends for her current suffering. With that, she turned and walked away. Wuben stood there watching her go, feeling a rare pang of sympathy. He wished she would wake up to reality and realize that there was more to life than what she was clinging to. Later, as Wuben drove to his office, he spotted Yuna sitting in a park, sharing ice cream with another guy. He let out a small laugh before parking his car and observing them. They were laughing together, clearly enjoying each other's company. Speaking to himself, he mused about how, after all the chasing and crying over him, Yuna had now moved on. As the boy leaned closer to wipe ice cream from Yuna's lips, Wuben immediately got out of his car and walked toward them.